Most people think that robots are coming to take their jobs in some distant sci-fi future. And the truth, they're already here. They're learning. And on February 5th, they actually helped build their own replacement. And if you're standing on the beach pretending you don't see the AI tsunami, you're going to get wet. But if you learn to surf the technology, well, then you're the one leading the pack. And today we're diving into the AI tsunami, Matt Shumer's warnings, and why your business needs a fairy godmother now more than ever. Welcome back to Just a Point of View. I'm Denise Reed, your host, and I'm coming to you from the concierge office suites in the heart of downtown Chattanooga, Tennessee, actually. Today, and on April 15th, 2026, I've got my antennas up, and we aren't just talking about tech for the sake of tech. Today, we're talking about professional positioning. We're talking about how you, as a business owner or an executive, can stay relevant while the ground is shifting under your feet. So pull up a comfy chair and grab a cup of coffee or perhaps a stronger beverage of choice. You'll know more by the end of this podcast which one you probably should have grabbed. I want to start with a story that I know every single one of you has lived through. It's that moment when you need help. Maybe your billing is wrong or your internet is down, God help us, and you call the company you actually pay money to for this service. And then you hear it, that cold robotic voice. Press 1 for sales, press 2 for support, press 3 for billing. You have just entered voicemail purgatory. Take a deep breath because right out of the gate, you know you're in trouble. Your actual issue, it's a combo platter. It's a billing issue because the technology isn't working, but Kevin the robot doesn't have a button for combo platter. I don't know what button it would be on my phone either, if it makes you feel any better. So we're poking buttons like you're trying to crack a safe in an old spy movie. Press 1, no. Press 2, absolutely not. And you think to yourself, let's try that good old press 0. Ha! Nice try. You just thought you were going to get help. And by the time that system loops back around for the third time, you aren't looking for customer service anymore. You're looking for peace, for closure, and maybe a therapist. We've all been there. And that's what I call voicemail hell. It's frustrating, it's impersonal, and it makes you want to put yourself in an adult timeout before you say something ugly. So, why does technology make us work harder just to be understood? But here's the good news. We are moving past the rigid press 1 era. We are entering the world of conversational AI. And when it works properly, it is absolutely the bomb.com. And I promise you, this technology is emerging. When people hear AI, they think of the Terminator or a cold computer room in a basement. And I want you to think of something much more beautiful, a vintage pocket watch. On the outside, it's simple. It tells you the time. But if you pop open the back, it's a masterpiece. Interlocking brass gears, tiny springs, rhythmic pulses, all working in perfect harmony. What is exactly that? It's conversational AI. On the surface, it's just a friendly chat, but underneath, it's a complex system of digital DNA working to understand not just what you're saying, but why you're saying it. Now, let's think about Siri, Alexa, and our good old Google Assistant. They're fine for setting a timer for your eggs, right? Try to have a real conversation with them. If you say, I'm hungry, Siri might give you a list of restaurants, but if you follow up with, actually, I had that yesterday, she gets confused. She's forgotten the context of the first sentence. And the second you start the second sentence, please don't be like my husband and argue with her. You won't win, and Siri doesn't care. True conversational AI, the kind we're seeing roll out now, is an upgrade that we've all been waiting for. It is the business fairy godmother. It remembers, it learns, it understands that when you say, "How do I fix it?" 5 minutes later, and you're still talking about your marketing struggle with your AI platform of choice, understanding the flow and catching the rhythm is vital. It's the difference between a machine that follows a script and a brain that follows a conversation. That's why it's conversational AI. Now, Matt Shumer has something to say about all this. So now let's get into the heavy hitters. I've been following Matt Shumer and others, and his recent essay, "Something Big is Coming," should be required reading for every business owner. Hear me, people. Matt Shumer's essay, "Something Big is Coming," should be required reading for every business owner. Matt talks about the 20% rule. He suggests that if there is even a 20% chance that AI outcomes will drastically shift the global economy and reach superintelligence by next year, shouldn't we be acting like it has 100% certainty? In business, we don't ignore a 20% risk of fire. We buy insurance, we test our fire extinguishers, we map out a plan. Well, this AI wave is the biggest fire or tsunami we've ever seen. It is going to shake our whole economy, our educational system, healthcare, and more. It's not just Matt. Anthropic CEO Dario Amodei had, or warned, I should say, that AI could be substantially smarter than almost all ALL humans at almost all tasks by 2026 or 2027. It's just around the corner. So look at your calendars, folks. That's practically tomorrow. And Dario Amodei has publicly predicted that AI will eliminate 50% of entry-level white-collar jobs within 1 to 5 years. Many people in the industry think he's being conservative. The latest models have the capacity for massive disruption by the end of this year. This technology has the underlying ability and is arriving now. Then we had the GPT-5.3 Codex milestone on February 5th of 2026. OpenAI admitted that the model was instrumental in creating itself, and this is what this means. It helped debug its own training and manage its own deployment. In plain English, the machine wasn't just doing its homework, it was helping the group project that made the next version of the machine better. Most people hear that and think, well, the robots are coming for us, and that's not my point of view. My point of view is, how do we position ourselves so we aren't standing on the beach pretending we don't see this AI tsunami coming? That's my point here, people, in layman's terms. So buckle up. At the concierge office suites, I'm not waiting around with my head in the sand. I'm proactively training my business concierge team, not because I want technology to be the boss of the building. Absolutely not. It's because I want our team and our clients to use these tools wisely, efficiently, and profitably. That is the ultimate goal. We are focusing on three things: The first one is a content master prompt. This is your digital DNA. It's how you tell AI, this is who I am, this is how I talk, and this is what I care about. So, without a foundation, without training, AI sounds like a generic robot. A content master prompt? Well, AI catches the Denise isms. It knows it's me and that I like the word vivacious and that my brand is a mix of practical gears and hot pink energy. Your content master prompt will be all about you and your content and your goals. The second thing you need to think about is sharp professional positioning. Instead of becoming outdated, use AI to handle the repetitive soul-sucking tasks, the scheduling, the basic research, answering, how much do you charge emails, and this frees you up for the high-touch relationship building work that humans do best. You want to position yourself as an expert, knowledgeable in your field. AI could help you generate your podcast or videocast script where you could share your experience and expertise. Let's get prepared, people. Point number 3, we're preparing for this AI tsunami and we're spending time listening, or at least I'm spending time listening during my 2-hour commute to other podcasters and videocasters that are already out here making money with AI. I'm testing prompts for problem solving of all kinds of scenarios. And if you're not generating apps, you could be out here cutting your workload by training a team of AI agents to take on your mundane tasks. You could be testing your prompts to hack your work processes. You could be creating a better business strategy. What are you doing to prepare yourself is the burning question. Because I've been covering AI in my social media posts and on this podcast, I'm heading to Project Voice, a decade of conversational AI event right here in Chattanooga on April 27th and 28th. And I've got a press pass. I'll have my phone in hand for notes and my antennas will be up. I'll have my videographer with me to capture the experience, and I'm going to translate what matters for our business community and connections. I want the real world insights, not just the hyped headlines. And that's my point. You've got to be out here testing all these platforms to find out which one works for you and the scenarios you want to use. At the end of the day, conversational AI is just a tool. It's a digital hammer. It's a digital screwdriver. It's a very, very smart clock. A tool is only as good as the person using it. Let that sink in. Technology should make us more human, not less. It should free us up to be creative, problem-solving bosses that we were meant to be. Don't be afraid of the gears. Embrace the DNA of your brand. Use these tools to find your voice, tell your story, and maybe, just maybe, never have to hear press 3 ever again. My fingers are crossed and I'm tapping on the microphone to talk to my AI agent team about this. Experience real answers, real results. I love sharing AI Easter eggs in my social posts with suggested prompts for you to test, so be on the lookout for them. They're a lot of fun, especially if you've been feeding your AI platform your content. Life is too short for boring business, so let's make it magical. Check out my latest blog post on my website, denisereed.is, for the full layman's guide for conversational AI and my content master prompt details. Good morning, good evening, and good afternoon. Keep chasing happiness fiercely. I'm Denise Reed, and that's just my point of view. Talk to you later. Bye.